Sabawanaks and Hamantin. Mr. President, please allow me to address in English because I am still learning my Somali. It is really an honor to address you today on behalf of the United Nations family in Somaliland. My sincere appreciation also goes to the Honorable Minister of Transport and Road Development, Honorable Osman, for his inspiring leadership and the commitment for improving road safety in Somaliland. I am a witness for a serious consultations we had with the ministry, in their office, in our office, with different partners, and thank you so much for everyone who participated in making this event happen. In this room today, if I ask one question, I think every one of us has a story when it comes to road accident. We have seen or we have heard a child who have never returned from a school, a mother whose daily walk to the market ended in tragedy, a young man whose dreams ended on a road. I can imagine this happened in some of your families as it did in mine. And we have heard the statistics in the video. Those are lives, they are futures, and they are families. That's why today this gathering is not only a conference, but it is a national call to protect life and also to ensure that there is a road safety in Somaliland. It is not a transport agenda, it is a human agenda. We are opening a national conversation about life, about dignity and responsibility. A conversation about the value of every Somalilander child, every mother, every driver, every pedestrian. Mr. President, today is another history your government is writing in the book of Somaliland. Your government is very busy and racing the time, saying no more to transgenerational transmission of deprivation in Somaliland. Enough is enough. It is time to rise. Gul Somaliland. Mr. President, thank you for making a history that many generations will cherish and remember. I am a live witness. Upstairs, there is a health financing conference. Here we have a road safety conference. Next week we have a justice conference, a national development planning conference. Everything is on the move with a very high speed. Since the first 100 days of the new government until today, your leadership is inspiring, historical, and exemplary. Road transport accidents claims lives of 1.3 million people every year, and more than 50 million people are suffering from injuries. In Somaliland, as you have seen, the statistics, the accident is increasing every day. 2025 is a fundamental year for road safety globally, as it marks the midterm of the UN second decade of action for road safety, which aims to reduce road transport accident by 50% in 2030. The fourth Global Ministerial Conference on Road Safety, which happened in Morocco in February this year, has reviewed the progress, and we have still long way to go. A road is supposed to connect us to opportunity, to school, to health facilities, to each other. But too many families in Somaliland, the road has become a place for heartbreak. Road traffic injuries are now the 8th leading cause of death globally, and the #1 leading of cause for children and young people, especially in the Horn of Africa. HIV, TB, malaria combined, the 3 deadly infectious diseases. They don't kill a number of people like road accident is killing at the moment. And in low-income countries like in this region, we have only 1% of vehicles of the world, but we have 13% of deaths in the world because of road accident and the car accidents. Over 40% of these accidents are happening, unfortunately, on pedestrians and mainly on children and mothers. These tragedies are not accidents. They are preventable events. They are failures of design, enforcement, and the collective responsibility. Our elders teach us, he who saves a life saves a nation. And they also remind us, responsibility begins with the first step before the journey, not after the disaster. Road safety is not just about cars and roads. It's about leadership. It's about governance. It's about future of Somaliland's children. It's about justice because it happens to the poor family. It's about education because injured children never go back to the class. It's about health because overwhelmed hospitals cannot cope with the preventable trauma. It is also about macroeconomic because road transport accidents cost developing countries up to 5% of their GDP. Keep in mind, many African countries, they don't have even this amount of budget allocation to different ministries. Mr. President, as the United Nations, we are already working very closely with your ministry. Our team are already working with different government bodies. We continue to support and advocate road safety legislation reform, child-focused safe mobility programs, strengthening emergency and trauma care, capacity building for traffic police, data and surveillance strengthening, and the introduction of what we call in the UN the safe system approach. Safe roads, safe vehicles, safe speed, safe road users, and safe post-crash responses. These are proven framework adopted globally to systematically reduce fatalities. These are not accidents. These are preventable failures in policy, infrastructure, and behavior. Your Excellency, Mr. President, distinguished participants, Somaliland has shown the world a world-class leadership in stability, in governance, and in institution building. Road safety can be another area for the regional leadership. Let's commit to a stronger laws, strict enforcement, because a law without implementation is only a wish. Safer roads and safer school zones, data systems that make the truth, better emergency response, and a culture of safety. Let's also be remembered as a moment Somaliland choose safety, choose responsibility, and choose life. Let this conference be the turning point. On behalf of the United Nations, we stand ready fully and firmly to support Somaliland in building a future where every journey ends safely and every child grows up without fear of the road. They say the time to plant the tree was yesterday, and the late time to plant a tree is today. That is what exactly Somaliland did today, laying the foundation for road safety in Somaliland. Allah barakeeyu Somaliland.